Time for What's Hot. We talk about stories that have all of us talking.
We're joined today by Tracy Johnson from Temple, Milwaukee, and Jeff Wagner is back. Kids heading back to the classroom, but it won't just be students getting a lesson. Teachers are learning how to spot signs of mental illness. The idea here, help prevent school violence. But should this be the job of teachers?
Okay, I have the list of the criteria they're looking at. This is how you can tell if somebody might be subject to mental illness. Irritability, depression, inattention to details, increase in talking, increased irritability, odd or eccentric behavior. There's another word for this. It's being a teenager, for goodness sakes. I mean, look, obviously, if you got some kid that's acting out in a weird fashion, you want to highlight it. But I tell you, I bet you 80% of the kids could get a note in their permanent file saying signs of mental illness. That's what's scary.
Well, but I think what they're trying to do here is position the teachers as people who have probably the most contact with these kids on a day in and day out basis, with the authority, with the tools to be able to help from some of these terrible accidents from happening again. I mean, if it's just a matter of alerting a parent or identifying some strange behavior, I think these teachers have good enough relationships.
You would hope that teachers would do that anyway, though. You know, if they see something going wrong with a student or change in behavior, that they would raise the alarm. The list that Jeff ran down sounds a little confusing.
But they're formalizing it. And hey, I mean, all of us, I think, if we're not asked to specifically do something, we can't be expected to do it. And I don't know how they're going to enforce this, but I think it's a step in the right direction.
But see, what they're going to do, I mean, the way this is supposed to be enforced is you're supposed to not only notify parents and then force the kids into counseling. Look, if you've got somebody that's seriously mentally ill, obviously you want to reach out and identify it. I'm just saying, just like ADD, where we've now diagnosed this entire generation of kids as having ADD, where they're really just being kids and we're medicating them, I'm thinking that this is going to get 3/4 of normal teenagers in seeing counselors when all they're really doing is being teenagers.
Well, but at the same time, I think it's also going to raise the level of the conversation. It's going to get parents thinking about this and taking it seriously, maybe not getting defensive if a teacher calls and says,
your son is irritable, depressed, and has trouble paying attention.
Well,
okay, that's every 14-year-old boy.
Well, but I think if we're able to prevent some of these terrible school shootings, what we've demonstrated is that we will take any precaution necessary to do that.
All right, I'm on both sides of this, which is why I probably would never make a good radio talk host. But, I can see the benefit, at least alerting teachers, but I understand what you're saying, Jeff, that, how many kids are going to send down to the principal's office and send a note home to the parents. So I agree something needs to be done, and this could be a step in the right direction, but it is somewhat confusing.
And I think the teachers want to do it too. I think the teachers want to be put in a position where they're not maybe seen as discriminating against some children if they say they can.
So we send we send everybody to counseling, for goodness sakes? Come on.
I don't know if it's going to be everybody.
85%. Every boy and 3/4 of the girls.
We should have a teacher on here saying what they think. Because I bet it's a lot different.
We're just
on
guessing.
The ground.
All right, coming up
More of What's Hot and our viewer's choice topic of the day.
Again, we're joined by Tracy Johnson and Jeff Wagner of 620 WTMJ. Well, in many neighborhoods, sidewalk chalk art is a summertime staple. But in one Texas neighborhood, chalk is not allowed. Homeowners Association bans kids from using chalk. A couple got in trouble because the drawings weren't, quote, displeasing to the eye. So should these homeowner groups really keep kids from using chalk? And I just want to know if this homeowners group has also banned Santa Claus. I mean,
give me a break.
Right.
I recently moved to a subdivision and joined the homeowners association board. We would never have a problem with it. Hey, chalk on the sidewalk, chalk in the driveway means that kids live here. And who doesn't want to live in a subdivision where there are young people and kids and good neighbors?
Well, I have no problem with chalk. Now, because the concern is, okay, would you rather have chalk or would you rather have spray paint? I mean, I vote for the chalk. It washes off, and if you don't like it, go ahead, rinse it off. If kids write on the sidewalk in front of your house and you don't like it, rinse it off, and it is going to rain at some point in time. Let kids be kids.
Is there nothing else for this homeowners association to focus on?
Displeasing to the eye. What, did pink and yellow and blue not match the woodwork? Give me a break. I'd move out.
I'm going to go draw on my sidewalk right now.
You need some sidewalk
You'll be
chalk?
displeasing to the eye, but at least I'll be able to do it.
I guess I'm just curious as to
artwork.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what you're going to draw on your sidewalk. That would be what I wonder.
Watch today's CMJ4.
Plenty of chalk if you need it.
We still have plenty left over.
It is time for our lightning round. Former Hannah Montana star Miley Cyrus turned things up on MTV's Video Music Awards last night. If you missed it, there's a little bit of that. Some people are calling her performance raunchy and provocative. Should Miley Cyrus have gone through with the performance?
You know, I heard a commentator say that, you know, if you're a guy over a certain age, you watch that and you feel like you should be signing up for some like sex offender registry. I mean, it's just the creep factor is really high.
You say there's no such thing as bad PR. I mean, she's getting a lot of bad PR.
No. I say the opposite. I say anybody who thinks there's no such thing as bad press has never had bad press.
That's right. Okay.
No.
This is a classic case of mission accomplished. I'm sure she wasn't going up there thinking, oh, you know, this is going to be really good. People are going to think I'm Miley Cyrus, like the kid that was from Hannah Montana. This was her moment to say, my old audience, to say goodbye to my old audience.
Here I am, all you kids that loved me and followed me, okay, and all you tween girls, your parents are never going to let me come to the show.
She doesn't care about those people.
But I think a lot of parents right now are going,
but you know what? I don't think she cares about those people. She cares about the next generation.
She wants a new audience.
All of these celebrities, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, they all had that defining moment.
But Tracy, you're a parent. Your daughter may want to get her music and things. I mean, aren't you going to say, look, Miley Cyrus is no longer allowed to be watched in our house? I mean, that was disgusting.
She doesn't want to. She is not appealing to people who have to answer to their parents.
Well,
and I have boys.
Hopefully, I know you have boys.
But Miley Cyrus appearing Thursday night at the Cheetah Club. Come on down and check it out.
I really don't think she cares. I was appalled.
I know she doesn't care, but I think other people should.
This is nothing new. Remember the whole Madonna, Britney Spears kiss? Yeah. I mean, like you said, Tracy, everybody's had their moments.
Well, I just think it's funny. All these the people on the talk shows all morning long were saying, "Oh my God, what is she in for? Oh my God, oh my God!" But this is so great for her career. I really do. I believe it. I believe it. This is where I say mark the tape.
Yeah, okay.
Tracy,
not great for a career.
You surprised me on this one. All right.
I don't agree with it, but she's breaking out.
Again, unless she's going to be a stripper, I don't see that this is great for any other career.
All right, we're going to leave it at that, but the What's Hot discussion continues online. Find that page at tmj4.com/hot.